They have forward motion. It's so important that they have that forward motion. All good music has forward motion, just like we talked about in the rock section. This has it even more if possible. Connecting, like a train going down the tracks. It just feels good to play, all equal. Now let's put that signature in, the and of 2 and the and of 4, which is a good way to count it is like this. D, D, do D, D, do D, where the D's are the quarter notes. D, D, do D, D, do D. And I'm thinking triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 to 2 and to 3 and to 4 and to 1 and to 2 and to 3 and to 4 and to 1 and to 2 and to 3 and to 4 and to 1. Right down the center of a triplet. Can't go wrong. It's really nice. Okay, now let's put our other limbs in. We're going to be doing the bass drum on quarter notes. And we're going to be using a technique called feathering, where we're just going to touch the head, just going to kiss it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not heard, it is felt. It's this rounding out the bottom. You don't want to slam it in, because you're going to sound like a marching band, and you do not want that. Okay, so feathering the bass drum on the quarter note. Nice and easy. All right. Nice. Heel down, not heel up, heel down, and nice and off the head. Beautiful. Now, over to the hi-hat. Snappy, happy, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's me playing with my heel up. Let's see what it looks like when I use a rocking motion, which is also great to use in jazz. It's going to be heel toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both work great. Your choice. Now let's put the whole thing together. These 3 limbs are going to form the jazz ostinato. And that is the basis of what we're going to play for our 5 upcoming grooves on the poster. Let's put it all together and see what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Volume independence. Not just playing independence, volume independence. Ride is loudest, bass drum is softest. Hi-hat is nice and snappy, supporting that ride cymbal. But this is the key. And your signature on that and of 2 and and of 4, keep that on the triplet, and all 4 quarter notes moving forward. Let's see what it sounds like one more time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. When you get this happening, it's going to feel so good. Like a walk in the park. Effortless. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the basis of the next 5 grooves, so get it first, and then we'll move on. Okay, let's look at the first of our left-hand comping rhythms. Comping comes from the word complementary, which is what we're going to do with our ostinato that we have happening right now. We're going to be comping with our left hand, playing these rhythms. Now, just as a note, the 5 ones I'm going to show you, which are 18 through 22, are going to be played in the snare drum for our purposes. They can also be played in the bass drum. The world of independent jazz drumming, when you start talking about independence, cross-talking between bass drum and snare drum, it's a whole world within itself that really deserves its own study. So this is just to open the door and get us going. These are just good comping rhythms that really, really work. And it's just to get us a taste of what's happening up ahead. Now, let's dive right in and get this going. We're always going to start with our ostinato first. We're always going to get that happening. The forward motion, nice and solid, and feeling really good about expressing that triplety feeling, okay? Now, oh, by the way, this ride cymbal is a K-Custom Special Dry Light ride, and it's the one I personally like for jazz. It just has a great washy sound, but it still has definition. This is just my baby right here. You're looking at my baby. I love this one. All right, let's get that ostinato happening, just like we had it before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, while that's going on, we're going to be putting our left hand rhythm in. Now, the most important thing is, don't change this stuff.
Don't change this. This has got to keep going. That's what the whole thing about independence is. You got to get these babies on autopilot. All right, let's try that left hand rhythm. Ready? A 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is the rhythm with just the feet playing and not ride. Two, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's 18. Let's see what it sounds like with some music at a slow tempo and a fast tempo. Here we go. All right, Groove 19 on the poster is the second of our jazz comping rhythms. Let's take a look at it. We'll play it all together, see what it sounds like. Remember those core philosophies, quarter notes, all equal, moving forward. All right, let's see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy right down the pike. Ask yourself those tough questions. Am I coordinated? Is everything okay? Is my ride cymbal falling apart? Is my bass drum too loud? Is my hi-hat sloppy? Tough questions. You got to ask yourself those tough questions. Fix all those problems. Now let's see what this one sounds like with some music. 2 different tempos. Groove 20, time is flying by. We're on the third example of jazz comping rhythms. Let's see what this one sounds like. We'll just get it all up and running. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2.
How does it sound? Are you playing with me? I hope so. You should be doing this right with me.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3,
Now with music. And interesting on this track, I like what the piano player is playing so much. Sometimes I go with him a little bit. But this comping rhythm is my inspiration. And you'll find that when you get comfortable playing with these tracks, you're going to want to make up your own stuff. Remember, these comping rhythms are just to get you going. Jazz is an improvisational art. You make it up as you go along. So don't be afraid to try some different things. Let number 3 be your guide. From there, you can make stuff up. Give it a shot. 2 different tempos. Group 21, the 4th example of our jazz comping rhythms. Let's see what this one sounds like.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Triplets and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, I'm playing these kind of at a medium slowish tempo. That's just one tempo. When you have your metronome, I want you going like this. I want you trying all those numbers. I want to see those numbers. You get in those numbers. I want to see how this lays at all these different tempos. You get in there and you see how jazz really feels differently when you really move it around the metronome markings. You'll have a really good time with that. Don't forget to try that after you try these next 2 tunes at these 2 tempos. Groove 22, we've already arrived at the last of our jazz comping rhythms. Let's see what this one sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, And that's the way that one sounds. And I'm going to leave you with one more note. And this is the educator side of me coming out. Do not get upset if you cannot play these things right away. You have to sit down and work these out. So now I'm playing them at a nice little medium tempo so you get an overall feel. If you can't do this, it's up to you to slow it down and work it out. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1. Then you fit all your comping rhythms inside that. You work out 2 limbs first, then add your bass drum, then add your hi-hat. Or any combination that you want to work out any problems that you have. This is not a race. This is my famous line. I keep saying it over and over, and I will repeat it again and again. This is not a race. Take your time, work it out, then you'll be having fun. You won't get upset. You won't get bummed out if you can't do it right away. Just take your time and work it out. It will come. Let's see what this one sounds like with a couple pieces of music. Now this is a groove that is very near and dear to my heart. I love shuffles. There are lots of different kinds of shuffles. If we wanted to do a poster on all the different kinds of shuffles of the world, we probably could fill a whole poster just of that. This is the classic jazz shuffle and really has that you know, that train going down the tracks thing, you know, that we talked about. It's just going down the tracks. It's undeniable. It has a motion to it that is signature and all its own. There's a few different ways to play shuffles. To be sure, there are quite a few. I'm going to show you the classic jazz shuffle. And it's going to look like this. We're going to keep our ostinato the same, the three limbs, the ride cymbal, the bass drum, and the hi-hat. They keep doing their same thing. But now we have the left hand playing the classic shuffle rhythm, which goes like this. Why don't you sing with me? 3, 4. Da, do, da, do, dee, a, 4, a, da, do, da, do, da, do, da, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. And then we accent 2 and 4, so it would sound like this. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Here's the left hand by itself. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It's snappy, it's lively, and it isn't, you know, all fat and stupid. Let's keep it nice and tight and, you know, moving along. Let's see what this thing sounds like when we play it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities to flam in there, you know. You know, you can get all sorts of flams happening and stuff. Try to avoid that. If you want to play a flam and you mean it, that's cool. But if it's flamming because you can't get your hi-hat snare together, that's a groove killer. You want to try to avoid that if possible. Now, another way to play this, which is kind of fun, I just want to show you real quick, is both hands doing exactly the same thing. So let's see what that looks like. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of fun to play at a little bit of slower tempos. It helps actually drive the groove even further along down those tracks that we were talking about before. Let's see what the jazz shuffle sound like with a couple pieces of music. Have fun, because I know I will. Let's talk about a two-feel. Up till now, we've been in 4, where the bass player and the bass drum are playing 4 beats per bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Right. Now we're going to go to 2, where the bass drum and the bass will be playing in 2. We're going to create a lighter feel. It's not going to have that train going down tracks thing. It's going to be a little bit more buoyant, a lot more space. Now, also, we're going to be playing on the hi-hat. This truly is the most powerful tool in your drum set. It has so many different colors that we can get. And playing on the hi-hat, along with playing brushes, is sort of a lost art. We're going to talk about that now. Get a good sound happening from this hi-hat and playing in 2. I'm going to really manipulate this hi-hat with my hand. So you can see the way I'm holding this here. You can see I have my thumb on top, I have my stick underneath, and I kind of just holding it, and I'm not using my foot per se. I'm just going to leave the cymbals nice and sizzly, so they sound like this. That sizzle is very important because that's your length. That's the length. The little O's over the 1s and 3s. Those are going to speak and go all the way to the 2s and 4s. Those legato or long notes are essential to creating a two-feel that doesn't sound stiff and hokey. Let's see what this sounds like when we just play it by ourselves. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can see how my hi-hat's not doing anything. I'm just leaving my foot in a sizzle position, and all the action is coming from the left hand. Now, you see the rhythm is written with a quarter and 2 eighths. And it's written with a circle and 2 X's over the eighth notes. Those little X's over the eighth notes mean close. The second of the 2 is kind of like almost a half open. It's leading 2. So if I played it exactly as written, it would sound like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Which is okay. Now I'm going to play it with that half open leading to the 1s and 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
It goes a 3, a 1. It helps open up the hi-hat. This truly is a lost art. If you listen to older jazz drummers play from eras gone by, and they're still around and they're still swinging, they had a relationship with their hi-hat that was really incredible, and they got all these different colors and sounds out of it. Listen to some older swing records. You can really hear those. They are playing all this amazing stuff on there that I love doing myself. So I recommend going back and listening to some really masters, some great masters of the hi-hat, and getting into the artistry of what this can be. So that's our 2-feel, and that's the manipulation of the hi-hat is the secret to playing that 2. Let's see what it sounds like with a couple pieces of music at a kind of a medium tempo and a little bit brighter.